I've never really taken action on anything. I just don't see the point sometimes.
Well, I haven't really thought about taking action to anything, honestly, so I wouldn't have a clue.
I just sort of didn't know the way to go about it.
Not knowing who to complain to or not knowing who to tell.
I haven't really taken action because I've been scared of doing it before, and this is why I'm so excited to do it this time.
But again, I can't stress it enough, we don't know if it's unsafe if no one's telling us. So you can contact your counsellors through Facebook or Twitter. You're more than welcome to come in and speak to us direct in a council meeting, and we will all listen. And in fact, that's probably the best way to do it because we hear from you directly. Or the other thing is actually face-to-face. So you can actually just come and talk to me anytime that you see me, ring, social media, email, talk, letters, lots of different ways.
To take action on an issue would probably mean for me to actually do something about it and try and make it to benefit everyone around you.
I would personally benefit from taking action because I feel like it was the right thing to do and it could help me in the long run.
Some actions that young people could take is to
create a radio show.
Write a submission.
Flash mob.
Create a website.
Writing an email to a politician.
Organise a peaceful protest.
Make a short film. Write a letter to the editor.
Speak at an assembly.
Create a Facebook page.
Find out the policies.
Organise an art show.
Set up a stall.
Well, for the past couple of weeks, we've been looking at an issue about heating and why are they damaged and that we need new ones at our school so we aren't freezing.
It is freezing. Everyone's cold.
Courtney usually complains a lot that it's cold. She can really feel the cold.
The teachers would benefit from it, I guess, as then they won't be cold in class and then we will be less rowdy and fussy.
No one's really done anything about this issue before. That's why we want to do it, because I asked my mum when I filmed it and she said the heating is pretty much exactly the same since she left, which was 30 years ago.
Not every street in Warwick-Nabil will have footpaths as well. It'll just be the...
My issue is about the footpaths in Warwick-Nabil.
Most streets where they should be sidewalks and footpaths don't really have any. There's usually just dirt or gravel.
Probably the senior citizens that use or that ride their gophers on the footpaths or people using or riding their scooters to school would benefit the most from the footpaths being fixed.
This is a list of skills, the ones that we are good at and the ones that we aren't so good at. I'm pretty good at presenting data and filling out forms. I don't reckon I'm very good at talking confidently to a group or using a microphone.
Well, I think our group would probably be good possibly using maybe humour in our issue maybe.
And today's top story, terrible footpaths. In this instance, there is no footpath.
One challenge for going out and getting the footpaths fixed would be actually finding the time to go out and get petition slips signed and going to the council.
I have work on 2 days a week and then I also have football on my Saturday and football training 2 times a week as well.
The principal would be scared of cost and how much it would cost just for a few heaters. We mightn't be able to do it, we might just have to suffer.
If we were successful in fixing the footpaths, I'd feel pretty good about myself.
If we got heaters for the school, I'd feel really pumped and I could do anything.
I think I'd feel really good to know that I could do it, and if something else came up that I wanted to take action on, I'd know how to.
Coming from a frigid nation like Canada, I've realized that being cold doesn't generally make a student less likely to pay attention. Rather, on the really warm days when it's quite hot, I find that students are in a much more sleepy mood.
Our group's been really busy. We've been talking about the issue on the heaters, and first we made surveys and then we interviewed people and then we presented our presentation.
The heaters at Warwick-Nabil Secondary College are broken and not capable of heating the room.
These are the opinions of a couple of the students at the Warwick-Nabil Secondary College.
Touch them.
New heaters would be good.
Because well, I've said this in both of them, but students will want to get to class more and steal the heaters and force the learning. And, yeah.
We took an action. We talked to one of the councillors, Lisa Woods, and she said that we would have to put together a folder that we can give to the council, and then she said that would go into like a hierarchy where the more important issues in the council would get looked at first, but ours will eventually get looked at, and then we'll just put all the stuff we've gathered together into a presentation that we're going to be presenting to the local shire tonight. One on the bottom right is just a nearby street which doesn't have any footpath at all. Just pretty bad one, I must say.
Have you ever had any incidents involving footpaths, like tripping over or anything like that?
Yes, I've tripped over multiple times. Pretty much every time I walk, I trip over.
We have also started a petition of our cause, spoken to council representatives about our issue.
Thank you for watching, everyone.
It's felt really good to take action on the issue because it's making you feel like you actually contribute something to the wider community.
I can talk to a group more confidently. I'm not so shy and scared anymore.
This project has meant to me personally, it's helped me like get off on my feet. So if I need to take action on something else, I know how and I know the steps needed to take.
Doing something that other people can benefit from, knowing that.
I definitely think that young people can take action in the community. I didn't before we started this thing, but now I reckon we can.